Hey there, lads and lasses. This is Thunderhand64, finally, coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Wednesday. It is quite a bit past noontime. Not too bad, though. And that can only mean that it's time for some Generations, a Minecraft server. Today we are in the, let me see, what are we doing today? Survival 5 world. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah, we've got quite a long intro today. Yeah, I had to get my Wednesday coffee going here and stuff. And family is off to Taiwan, so I'm scrambling around. The last 2 days I've been doing basically nothing, just resting. But now, we've got to get to work. I'm home, they're away. This is my chance to get things done, right? So, um, okay, let's see. Hey, Mr. Relic, welcome on in, Supernova Relic. Fellow buffoon, you should see the auto shout out up there for. Let's have a slancha here with the morning coffee with a wee shot of Bailey's in it, just to get things going. There we go. I hope you're doing well today, sir. Let's crack this open, shall we? Let me see. What am I doing here? Display scene. There we go. There's Dora. Very busy, but well. That's pretty much your default state, isn't it, though? Is that a rhetorical question at this point? Dora, welcome on in. Fellow buffoon. Auto shout out right there. A little bit of moderation to do. Dora putting in the hours on the Buffooncraft server. I've seen you on there. That way I don't have to build alone on there. With her Mines of Doria. I think during the break, I have to untangle that. She's been slaying ghasts all day. Really? Listen. Is that listen to the gas dying, or is that listen like the Cheska? Listen, Linda. I'm installing that creeper mod. Oh, really? All right. So Dora had posted that there's a mod that gives you the option, like if a creeper creeps up on you and is about to explode, um, an interface opens up and it asks you, do you want to deal with this dude or not? And if you click no, and then he just disappears. It blew us up mid-flight. Do you consent to being blown up? No, that's right. And then, of course, there's the consent crack in there. No means no, creeper. All right. Let's crack open the Generation 5 here. Let me move some things around. So I have a number of things I have to do while the family's gone. And hey, look, and I have no place to sleep here. I think when we were up here last, we were probably working on the staircases. And I think I came up with a decent solution to the stairs. Let me see what's going. Before I unblock this, there's mobs up on the roof. Before I unblock this, let me let me pop down there and let me see what's going on. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, I think I was up here and I just teleported over there. All right, what I was trying to do was I was building out these apartments, and I think I got a configuration that I liked for the staircase. I was doing something like this, where I would confine them into their apartments up here, into their sleeping chambers, so they would sleep and claim the beds. And then after they slept and claimed the beds, I would put in the job blocks so they would come down to the job blocks. I think that's what I was doing. All right, so I should have barrels, right? Because I just wanted the mechanical animation, the movement, the lively activity of them going up to their beds each night to sleep and then coming down to their workstations every day. It's not a critical thing as far as I need them to do that for some villager breeding or something like that. All I really need, I just like them going up and downstairs every day. I think that looks cool. So we got that working over here, and now we need to replicate that in these next 3 apartments. That was the idea. And so I'm transporting them up 2 at a time. That's right. And so I was testing this to see if I could get that to work. Because these villagers of ours have been languishing in these cobblestone penitentiaries for like 5 years now. And so I think it was I think it was Nebula a while back had asked me, are you ever going to move them up into here? Yeah, okay, I think it's about time that we got that going, right? So this is a funny process too, because when we get their apartments settled like this, we're using the Happy Ghast with the boats to airlift them up and then boat them in. It's very silly looking. I enjoy it. Okay, let's focus here, or let's try to focus. I think this is what we want, and we want to... Okay, the barrels have been installed here. So I think all I have to do now is just open this up. And they should be good here, right? They should come down now and try to claim the barrels. There they go. There's one of them. Here comes the other one. Okay, good. And so I think now each day they should, at night, they should go up to their beds, and then the next morning they should come down. All right, that's good. You know, it just brings some life to the to the build. You know what I'm saying? And so I think I was doing something like here. Maybe I was doing something like that, just to build in this stuff. Yeah, just to get a decent looking stair. The other thing I might have been doing was actually putting some... I think I was I wasn't putting chests there. Because if chests go there, then I'm not going to be able to open that. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a block. Oh, you know what I could do, though, is I could put a stair sideways there. So if I, like, did that all temporary, right? And then I got, like... Okay, guys, I'm going to have to, like, just... It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I think I'm doing that. And then I'm doing this. I think it's that going there and that going there. And then I can get away with putting a chest under here. Because I don't want more barrels. The barrels actually look better than the chests, but it's more job blocks and they get confused and, you know. Villagers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just using these for decoration at this point, right? So, and that should open. Good. Okay. It's a little wonky because it doesn't take the full block space. There is that gap there too. I could flip around the stair, but you're gonna get a little hole feature right there. Hold on. Yeah, I do need the top of the stair. I do need that. I think the other thing I was doing too was, I think I was using a slab right here. No, not that. I said slab. I clearly said slab. You can go back and look at the VOD. Sometimes I actually have to do that. It's disgraceful. So, like, for this, for example, we don't need a full block there. Right? I can put either a slab here or I can put a stair there. I think a slab would be better. It just gives a little bit of weight, but at the same time, it doesn't really block the window that much. It does block the window a little bit, though. I mean, do I want that there or not? Now, these might be slabs. Let's test them. Which means I might get away with putting chests there, I think. That one is. This one is not. Look. But we could. Please, sir, please. Oh, wait. No, I screwed this up. I have a block here, and 'tis not cool. Okay, I think what I was trying to do was, I think formally I had that like that. There we go. Better. All right, I think this is actually a stair. Okay, what happens? What happens if I do like that? Okay. Again, those stairs are there just for decoration, but I mean those stairs, these chests are decoration. But you know, if they can function, that's also good. All right, so I think we're good here. This I'm not really 100% satisfied with, but you know, I mean, how often are we going to see this? Look at them. They really want to go outside. You know what's going to be funny is when we have another Happy Gas parked out here and they're jumping up and down in the window. It's going to look like they're interacting with it. That's going to be funny. Okay, I've got to slow down with the camera panning. Oh dear. Let's do this. Done and done. Okay, this is good. All right, so let's recreate the same thing. Now, over here. And let's see if my brain can remember what I'm trying to do. So, how did this work? I had a chest here, right? Like this. And then I think it was a matter of what did I put the stair there and flip it around? See, this is how bad my short-term memory is. Yeah, this is the rotated stair, right? Okay. Gee, why do you build so slow, Thunder? Zero short-term memory might have something to do with it. A little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna. No. How did I do this before? I think I did a little something like. Oh, you know what? Let's just help ourselves out a little bit. There we go. And then, yeah, if you could, there. Okay, that's better. Okay. And then I think what did I do up here? This is another rotated stair, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, did I rotate it this way with the superfluous medial vowel? I think I did. Right, I think I did something like that. Oh, I could do that from down here, and I can get it to function the way I want it to. Is it gonna? Why is it doing that? Oh, is it because this is also a stair? Yeah. I would. I think it's because they're both stairs. And I just... There's Eve. Hey, welcome on in, Eve. More buffoons. Did this? No, this didn't do that. This did what it was supposed to do. So please. How are you doing today, Eve? Maybe that is throwing it off somehow? No. Did I do it? Somehow this stair is messing it up. Yeah, that stair is messing things up. What if I do that first? And let's get a dirt block. Minecraft, why? You let me do it over there. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me... Okay, so I can put that one there first. And then, can I then do that? And I get both? Okay, that works. But, there's something I want to look into. There's a little order of operations, the math teacher says. Okay, this goes to the outside wall and then turns in. So this is along the outside wall and turns inside. This is along the outside wall and turns inside. So I really needed to make certain I had the symmetry right. Okay, we're going to need more chests. So I can put a chest there, chest there. These both function. Great. Chest there. I'm good. And I think we're all set. Everyone is having a quiet day because Eve lost her voice. Oh, are you suggesting we're getting a break from you? but I can still type. Okay. All right, Eve. I love symmetry. Yeah, I know you do. Eve is actually a quite the geometric builder. She is. Your build for Buffoon Skies looked really, really cool. Buffoon Skies 2. Very cool. All right, I think we're good there. And we're good here. All right, so we need to then install the stairways and the beds and all of that stuff over here as well. By the way, people, this was very difficult to plan out and to get it to work like this. Any of you who were here for the last stream or two for Generations saw me struggling with this. This was hard to do. All right, let's take a look here. So it looks like we have 3 open blocks, and then all right. So let's just open up the floor up here. I think this goes back by 3. Sun, like that. And then this goes open right to the edge like that. And we take this down. Gaston! Hey there, buddy! This is the thing I like about the apartments, because the gassed parking is like right outside. Nice. I love it. I can't yell at you, but I do have caps lock. Oh no. All right, so let me see. Stairs. Okay, and then we flip that stair around, and we have 2 slabs in between. Got it. Hopefully. And it looks like we're at just after column 2. So just after column 2, it looks like this, and then I think that goes like that. And then we have what? We have 2 things like that. Okay, that's cool. And then what? Then it looks like stair, slab, and then inverted stair, or rotated stair. Rotated and inverted. So we have stair, and I think the stair goes this way. No, no, it does. That's not going to work so well. But let me okay, the stair goes like that. That's how I turn the corner. I think I want to do that, right? Okay, cool. And then it's what, stair? Is it slab? Top slab off the same block? No, it's not. Okay. It is bottom slab for the block above, right there. And then we have this inverted stair like that. Okay, so the staircase is complete. I don't think I ever yelled or caps locked at you, though. You know, I can't recall right off the bat. I can think of plenty of reasons why you would want to, though. Thunder! Let's just say I don't recall you ever like having to yell at me with genuine anger. But yeah, I got a bit of a cold and my throat is totally overreacting. So dramatic. Oh, the drama. The drama. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there. We need some more chests. Or as XB says, chesticles. That was with the CH in the front, people. There's a clinical term now. Let's do this. Let's use the oak. Or, you know what? I actually think we're done with Junglewood for a while. So let's burn through that for our chests. There we go. You're not the one to be genuinely angry quickly. No, you know, Eve, I picture you more like the fuse being lit and then, you know, the fuse burning right down and then boom, you know. That's in other words, you give us time to run. That's a lot needs to happen to get there. Yeah. So you give us a chance to run. That's how I picture Eve. Doing something stupid, seeing the fuse light, and then it's like, oh crap. So I'm doing that kind of a thing. Or before that point, I'm just done with something, and I'm just like, you mean nothing. That's more like me nowadays. Okay, let me see. How far out does this have to go? I think what I need to do is something like this. Like that. Like that. Oh, hold on. Wait a tick. Let me see. This actually has to come out to here, right? So I think I need one more there. Let's get rid of this. And let's pretend like that never happened. You know, there is the VOD, Thunder. Yeah, I know. We can remove that. This comes out of here like that. And then is it like that? Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. Let's go, man. Get your crap together. Like that. Oh my god, what a disaster. You all know what I'm trying to do here, right? This. Can I go back to the stream where I'm just digging the hole? Can I do that? Where does... Okay, it's open to the column. And back. Okay, got it. Well, I think I got it. Let's find out. Let's test that theory, shall we? All right, so it's here. And I think that... God, stairs. Okay. Can I still... Okay, that's good. All right. That does that. Now I think that needs to go like that. And then how does this work? Is that too wide? I think so. I think this goes over here so they don't fall in. So, fall in. You know what I mean. Fall through. Ah, it's almost. It's almost. Please. Please, with the hands, please. Almost. Good God, people. That took so long. And see, the sad thing is, I've done this 2 times before. Look, please. I did also separate these. I know, I understand I could have that to be one long double chest, but I want some detail, right? Not anger, just not interested. It's better than anger. Oh yeah, indifference is like, oh, the best. That's one reason, people get, especially older people complain that, people just ignore them and they're on their phones. That's one thing I love doing. When somebody's like this and it's just you just mentally check out of the whole scene like that. And it's just like, yeah. Especially if you get the AirPods in. Yeah, and you just wander away. Like, yeah, it's just like they don't even exist. Doesn't raise your blood pressure. It's okay, Thunder, if people talk about something being in the VOD. I will gaslight them. Okay. Stairs have their own will, yeah. There are times where my AirPods have been actually dead, but I still wear them in because people will leave me alone. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, now I'm holding off putting the 2 barrels there because I want them to sleep first and then trap them up there, make sure they sleep through the night. Oh. And nighttime's approaching fast. And then after they sleep, they wake up, then I'll put the barrels in place, unblock it, and let them come down. And then that makes the mechanic the way I want it. Let's do this. We need to boat some dudes up here. Come on, more woody bits, please. Right. Right. I'm just going to put that there, maybe that right there. Okay, I did need that boat, though. Where did that go? I had a boat on me. It's already in there. Thunder, please. Okay, Gaston. We need a ride, buddy. We have work to do. Let's go, go, go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those guys up there in time. There's my constable right down there. Looks like he's a bit anemic. He's going to need some iron. You know what? I'm just going to have to wait till the next night. I don't want to rush this and kill these dudes. Because, you know, villagers, you know what I'm saying? Minecrafters, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let's do this. Oh, if someone is really getting on my nerves, I'll make a point that they see I put my earpods in. Yeah, it's nice. Without a word, either. You just give them the 5-mile stare as you mentally check out. It's really nice. Let's grab 2 of you dudes, shall we? Get in the boat. Okay, fine. All right, so it's going to be the 2 of you, right? Okay. We have this. Now, this is a matter of putting the lead here on said boat. And then I need to shift-click our friend here. But he needs to get close enough to do that. Ah, we got him. Great. Okay, I can do that. So, let me... If you suffocate those villagers, I swear. Oh, what's going on? Just let me get on. Okay, I think we're good, right? Let's do a check. yeah, we're fine. Just look them straight in the eye, and put some drama in it. Oh yeah. Just look them straight in the eye, and it's just take the time to adjust them while they're and then, you know, you stall, right? Oh, I've got them backwards, right? You pull them out. Well, yeah, it's got to be something like that. Yeah, it's just... yeah, I've got that routine down. Okay, let me see. Into which side am I bringing them? I think it's that side over there. I'm going to make sure that I, number one, do not suffocate myself. Well, that was a fail. Now, I think I had this post up here because I was doing something like this. There we go. And dropping down into here, and then... what was I doing? Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah. It frees him from that. That's right. Okay, he'll fly back. He's going to be fine. Let's... There we go. Come on in, fellas. All right, I'm going to go fetch Gaston before something stupid happens. Usually I have a... let's see, there's basic kit. There we go. No snowballs in the basic kit. Are you kidding me? If this were Buffooncraft, I would have the snowballs, people. I would have an entire shulker of them. which means I'm falling behind in generations. Oh, we're going to need 2 of these very shortly. That means I misplaced them in this one of these shulkers. Good heavens. Did those guys make? They did. They made an iron golem in here. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. That's fine. Usually I'll just have a snowball over here to call Gaston over, but you know what? Since this is Generations, I can just fly after him like this and do the sky mount like this, which I don't know. I'm thinking this should be a redeem, but it's a little too easy to do. I mean, too easy to do, and I fail on the first attempt. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Nailed it. Second attempt. What music shall I listen to block this word? I cannot say here. I have a whole bit I do to deal with that, Eve, that I'll have to tell you off camera because it's very, very funny. And it's so useful. I haven't taught it to Kachi yet, but he's probably going to need about 2 more years for that. But it's incredibly useful. It's so very, very useful. I think I had you over here. That's why this has been flipped up. No, it's with the thing. Yeah, now calm down. There. Okay, there you go. There you go. Great. Now, who does not have beds? You have beds. Oh, these guys. They're in the boat. Thunder. Now, I think what I did is I did a little something like this, right? Where I put one there and one there. And then I went and I broke the boat. So our friends can go up and claim their beds. Just... I mean, villagers, am I right? Okay, at nighttime they'll get up there. Oh, see, I have this axe in my hand. Ah, so tempting. So tempting. All right, that's finished enough for now. We have the last 2 of our candidates, our potential tenants here. Should come on up here. Yeah, we need to do that. And then this. And, you know, we can get started on this next one while we wait. Why did I do the WH there? Nova. Yes, please. Calm down, Eve. Puts the AirPods in. Nice! What does it mean when your villager immediately wants to exit out the window? Life has lost all meaning for them. They're I think, all right, here we go with this again, right? Here we go with this stuff again. We were doing that. And I think this then went across. across like this, and then that one. No. That one. People, please. I all right. This one might be backwards. It might be. And then I think this one needs to go next because there's an order here that these need to follow. To get these things to function right. It's see, I could have sworn that was something like that. And it's I think it's the order that you have to lay them out. It's so annoying. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then we have the slab. Has to go like that. Actually, we're one too far over. Okay. So we need that to be there. And that. Okay, these guys might have gone up and claimed their bed, right? Cool. All right, they're good. These guys. Oh, this guy can't find his way up there. Hey, Doofenshmirtz. Okay. Sometimes you have to do something like this because they're not too bright. And you have to do like that. And then one of the other things you need to do is take up all the other beds. See, he's still locked on to one of the other beds. He's trying to get to those beds down there. For some reason, he believes he can path to these. Probably. Look at these poor souls out here in the rain. Oh my God, Thunder, how could you? How could you? All right. Ow, my face. Oh, the humanity. They might not like their new apartment. But hi, Nova, how are you? Breathe, Thunder. Yeah. You know, Eve, that might be a good redeem. Just 10 seconds of me just looking into the camera, just holding up the iPods. I mean, I'm wearing the headphones right now, but the phone, Spotify, pull up a track. Walk off. That might be a good one. Okay, I think he went up and cleaned his bed. Good. Okay, see, this is what we wanted. All right, now come daytime, or actually we probably don't even have to wait till day. I don't think they'll break sleep to come with the rockets, please. We could just grab the barrels now. And when they awake, come morning time, they will come on down and claim the barrels. But you notice how once I broke those beds down there and stuff, he went right up there. I don't know how they think they can path from here all the way down there, but yeah, that's what they're doing. The ignore us redeem. Ignore somebody. Stop it, you smooth operator. Oh, that Nova. What's as smooth as that wall? Okay, and these guys should be all set. Look at Gaston in there. Gaston. We're good here. I'm going to let the knight run its course. Just to make sure that those guys go through the entire sleep cycle. That's good. I think we're all set here, right? Have I done anything stupid here? That's almost a rhetorical question at this point, but... All right, let's get going on this. Oh, there's no reason to close those. And how am I doing for time, by the way? Oh my God, I'm past the time to run ads. This is a good spot at which to run our ads. So I'm going to break for 3 minutes to run 3 minutes worth of ads. And that's to disable the preload for people joining the stream. So I'll be right back. Hey there. Hey-oh, I heard a door. That was the studio door. Of course, the house is empty. I don't know why you have it closed, but welcome on in, Jeppo. How are you? I am doing awesome, thank you. I'm a little bit lonely, though. I do miss the family a little bit, but they're off to Taiwan right now. I remained behind to get work done. Are they on holiday? Yeah. So Mrs. Underhand and Kachi left on Monday night, right around midnight. So they're over there now. Biggity is still in Seattle. He's there until his semester finishes at the end of the week. Then he'll be flying from Seattle directly to Taiwan to join them. And then they'll stay there for about another 3 weeks. And I picked a bad time to stay home because Mrs. Thunderhand's mother is sending them to Japan for 3 days, and it's like, ugh, ugh. Oh, a Bluetooth hug. Thank you, Eve. Yeah, they get to go to Japan for 3 days. It's going to be another very quick Japan run. My first Japan run with them was very fast. That was quite a few years ago. That was about 3 days. From Taiwan, it's about a 5 hour flight up there from Taiwan. About 4 hours, 5 hour flight. But we just landed, spent 3 days there, and shot right on back. Then run slower. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting to go back to Japan. I really enjoyed the first trip that I took there. It was really short, but it was kind of a cool like recon trip, just to go there, kind of feel out the scene and what it takes to get through there for a few days, and then fly on back. So that was really cool. I'd like to. I don't know if I'd like to spend an entire week there. Just because of my age, cognitively, there's a lot of work that has to be done. But so a couple of days of that, it would be fine. Maybe like 4 or 5 days tops, and then come back. A little bit slower pace where I can just relax and look around. But I really, really enjoy it there. I want to go to Asia someday, either Japan or Philippines. What do they like to do there? They haven't had this time. Mrs. Thunderhand doesn't have a plan because she only found out about it at the very last minute. Um, I guess her parents they bought like they're quite affluent, so they bought a condo apartment there. They basically took the two top floors of an entire apartment building. And so her brother is going to live on the lower floor, and her parents will live on the upper floor. That's been in the works for about 2 years, building it, and because it's brand spanking new. The whole building, everything is brand spanking new, and building it, doing the exterior, the interior, and then furnishing it. It's still not quite ready to be moved in, but actually it is. They're in the process of moving all their stuff over. So the thing is, Mrs. Thunderhand and the lads don't really have a place to stay right now, so they're sending them to Japan for about 3 more days so they can get things moved in and get comfortable, and then when they return, they can stay there. That's the idea. So that the idea there was that they didn't have a plan. They just said, "Here, you're going to Japan for a couple of days." And okay, so she doesn't really have a plan. So but the boys want to see quite a bit of their stuff there. Like there's a cafe for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that they want to go there and see, and a couple things like that. So can I rent it? Um, they own it, so will they sublet it? Maybe they have all. They're real estate moguls over there, right? So they have several locations that they develop and buy and sell and stuff like that. So Yeah, the apartment. Yeah, sorry, I probably wasn't clear about that. Yeah, so the apartment that her parents have in Taiwan, they're moving, they're switching apartments. Still in North Taipei though, but yeah, yeah. And so while they're getting that ready, they sent the family to Japan for a couple of days. So when they return, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course it's gonna be fun, and I'm envious. That's like one of those bad timing for me. Because Mrs. Thunderhand's mother just pays for everything. She just here, she just sets everything up. Yeah. Is the brother single so I can come over without getting hurt? I tell you, if it's if it's my older son Biggity, stand in line and take a number. That guy, I'll tell you. Nuh-uh, Flying Villager. So you should see auto shoutouts up there for both Jeppo and Flying Villager and Eve when she came in. So please go check them out the next time they're streaming. That Biggity, I'll tell you. So Biggity uploads TikToks every day, right? They're mostly for his girlfriend, so he shows off what he's wearing. I guess he needs her approval for that. Nah, he doesn't. They're super cool. But so he was wearing some workout pants from a certain brand, right? And the brand saw his TikTok, and because he put it in the tag, and so every day he says, "Yeah, I'm wearing this kind of shirt, these kind of pants. These are my," and he does like a little fashion thing, and the brand reached out to him and said, "Here, we'll send you free clothing. So here, you just like wear those in your video because he's such a good looking dude, right?" And and so he said, "Yeah, yeah, cool." So he's been getting free clothes from them, and then they said they offered him a paid sponsorship, and it's like, son, the rest of us can like only dream of something like that, and he just, it's like that dude, man, that dude. I meant your wife's brother. Nah, nah. My wife's brother has been married for a long time. Besides, a Taiwanese guy would not be a good fit for you, Eve. Trust me. You're not going to like that. That Biggity, I tell you, that dude. Right then, back to this. But they're gone for a couple of days. For a couple of days, or for the month, really, for a couple of weeks. That's my chance to get things done here in the house because there's no working here at all when Mrs. Thunderhand's around. There's just none. So she's gone. It's like now's my chance. Run, quick, run! Speed run all of the home repairs, the vehicle repairs, everything. Just speed run all of that stuff. Villager, he already does that. Yeah. At the JoJo Cafe, new JoJo brand deals. Yeah, that's yeah, she's a lot of fun. Certainly makes things interesting. Let's stairs, slabs. We don't really need the blocks. Do we have the chests? Did I put them in another box already? Probably, right? There's the chest right there. We really only need 2 more beds, right? I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, and I think we were starting on this, right? Or starting, we were... working on this. There we go. Like that. Felt like we were doing this kind of a thing. I think those needed to be open right there. Here we can just put some temporaries like that so I can get around there. You know, actually, that might do that. And oh, hey, we nailed it. All right. Coolness. Oh, true love. I should really start trying with my stuff like that. Even just boring nonsense for streams, but every day something's bound to stick. Throw enough stuff at a wall, some of it's bound to stick, right? I hoped I just would have money for an England camping trip, but it looks like it will be a own backyard camping trip. Aww. Old man Joestar isn't going to like this. My sons always laugh and say I look like part 3 Joseph. That was so much fun cosplaying that for Halloween. I think it's right there. Right there. And then, let me see. Where? Spruce slabbages, right there. There we go. I think I did something like that. Really? Okay, and then we flipped a stair around like that. Got it. And you know what? Let's make that easier on ourselves for a change.
I have come here to chew bubblegum.
Nice. So yeah, redeems and stuff are working again. I still have several of them that need to be uploaded. Okay, that needs to go right there, right? Because there are 20 of them. So, but I do have those working. So welcome on in, Shut. I'll tell you what. You know what? Let's just do that temporarily. And everybody's making up for lost time now. Lost redeemables. Is that where I want that to go? Yeah, it is. Okay, like that. And then, what did I do from there? Right, I then put a stair. Put a stair like that, I think. Right? There we go. This also was an inverted stair, but this is weird because... Oh, no, it worked that time. Nice. Great. Fine, whatever. And then that one goes like that. Okay, we're good. One of the first movies Roddy Piper starred in at the start. Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies of all times. Okay, you too. Um, it's funny. I think I've said it on stream before, but when I was teaching math, that's how I would start my first day of the school year. I have come here to chew bubblegum and teach math. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Of course, I'd be the only one to laugh because I'm the only one who knows that reference. In the classroom, anyway. If I recall correctly, the other was rock and wrestling. I don't remember that one. I like saying it way more aggressively at the end, of course. Yeah, I do that with Kachi and Biggity. I introduce them to movies. I have to wait till they get a certain age, of course, for most of them. But when they do, it's like, okay, it's time for this movie, I think. All right, it's time for that movie. But you know what I find, though, Shut? They enjoy them, and they understand what I like about them. But because they're missing a lot of context, they can never like really appreciate that fully like we can. And it's kind of sad. It's like, all right, we're going to sit down, we're going to watch this movie and everything, but be prepared. You're only going to get like about 50% of why it's cool. But they still love it, but it's like there's that extra coolness of having the context and stuff that they can never have, right? It's a little sad. Villager. Yeah. Yeah, you can explain it to them and they can get it. They're smart guys, but it's like my favorite movie of all time is Heavy Metal, the animated movie from 1980. Um, and I think Kachi's old enough to see that, and so with guidance, right? And so we watched that. I think it was a few weeks back, last month. But I was trying to explain to him that was. I mean, he still loved it. He still thought it was super cool, especially the soundtrack is awesome. But I was trying to tell him that Heavy Metal magazine back in the 80s was like a really uh, niche kind of publication that very, very few of my friends and stuff understood. So if you were like a heavy metal fan of that magazine, um, you were like really eclectic and rare. That was like a really intimate kind of thing, right? And so when we saw that movie come out, we were like, "Oh my god, they're going to make a movie out of that." It was just the coolest thing ever. And just you know, having that like up on the big screen after all the years of like reading that almost in secret, like you're like a secret society, and then to have that blown up on the big screen suddenly was the coolest thing ever. And then there was all kinds of rights, legal battles about the soundtrack, so you couldn't just see it after it got out of the theater, and you could see it like on cable, like on home box office or, but you couldn't buy the video for it or anything. And so for years it was like super rare to try to see it again, right? And so it was very inaccessible, right? You had that one shot to see it, and that was about it. Of course, nowadays you can see it whenever you want, but there was a whole other level to that coolness that like the generations after that can't like tap into, and it's sad, It's like I wish, you can't share that part of it with them, because it's a time thing, right? So, yeah, they never really understand the connection that we hold with it. Well, and like I said, they can't. Like, we can't share that with them. They're blocked by time, right? It kind of sucks because they want to, right? And yeah, just a personal opinion. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Jumbo, but they'll get it as soon as they get older. They'll start to appreciate old time. Yeah, well, kinda, right? But still, not really. Like the Star Wars Christmas special. Yeah. To them it's like some goofy thing and everything, but we look at that and we're like, what? That was that was pretty weird. But see, like they can't get the weirdness of that. They can get some of it. But for us, that was like the weirdness level of that was like off the charts. Oh, the other movie was called Body Slam. I Have I seen that? Shut. I might have seen that. I might have seen that. But it's like, I want to share that with them. Like my level of appreciation for the coolness, and you can. It's not possible. And it's a time thing, right? Oh my god. Hey dude. This is the hall monitor. Do you have your hall pass? I'm the assistant principal. I don't need a hall pass. Um Okay, so we have some beds in place for them. We can sleep this off, and then we can bring up the next pair. I think I'm all set here. The next pair, which is the last pair, by the way. It will mean something different for them, but they will develop a certain love for those movies in a sense of them being more like legend. Yeah, yeah, right? I mean, they can't get the full 100% of it like we can, but they get their own thing out of it, right? Premise behind it was live rock band at a wrestling event and the band being right next to the ring. I've played gigs like that wasn't a wrestling event, but the ultimate outcome was pretty much the same kind of thing. So I played plenty of gigs like that, Shut. Maybe I should have made a movie out of it. All right, let's bring up the final pair. Putty, forget it. That's Gaston's spot. Just stop. Leave him alone. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, pal. Look, we're gonna take a spin here. Okay. Let me see. Boat, leads, she's. I think we're all set. Really? I thought I opened that. Fuck. All right. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with this third dude? Because you know what I say? You know what I'm saying? We really only need 8 dudes up there, and we have. I know what we'll do with him. Oh, we'll put him on the work level. All right, let's get the boat. First come, first serve. So whoever jumps in the boat. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Farmer or is it going to be you? It's Farmer it is. Dude, you lost. Okay, we're got that. Right, you're doing well there. Now, this is always the tricky part. Oh, maybe not this time. Oh, oh. You gotta be careful. Are they still alive? Okay, there. All right, I think if I fly up high enough, I can just break that lead. Usually I break the lead before I jump on here, but listen for the sound of the breaking lead. In fact, we can just see it break, right? Yeah, it's already broken. Good. We're good. Okay, now the thing of this is this always breaks both leads when we release the boat, but it's okay. Nope. Oh my god. I did a really stupid thing. All right. We'll get Gaston later. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. All right, let's get you guys in your luxury suite in the sky. All right, let's get caught up with the chat, too. There's a... Yeah. Put them in a tube. They like waiting to be rehomed in a tube. Totally tubular, that's right. Jeppa with the 80s speak. Oh, God, here we go. Villager with the rant. That's got to be a rant if it's that long. Like how, for us, the Civil War is so long ago, it might as well be ancient times, but World War II seems much more grounded because we know people from that era. Yeah, there's not a lot of them left, but... And their stories are still being told. Same goes for our American legends, so you speak. Indiana, Chuck Norris, all of these guys are going to be legends like Hercules. Yeah, okay. I'm not reading that essay. You would totally skip that on stream, Nova. I know you would. Sometimes I post like things that are 2 sentences long, and Nova's like, yeah, no way. You got to chunk it. Okay, let me see. Their beds should be up there. Good. Slacker. Can't you? Yes, you can't use big words. That's right. I think I used a word like ophthalmologist one time. Nova's like, optician thunder, please. I actually got scolded. God. Okay, so they're going up to claim beds. That's good. And then again during the night we'll put the barrels in, and so they'll go down. Not on my watch. Yeah, single syllable words, monosyllabic words. It's funny how monosyllabic has more than one syllable, but anyways. Good thing it wasn't proctologist. It could have been. There's a game for that. It's called Caveman Poetry or something like that. Oh, Jeff. That, that might be good for, that might be suitable for a just chatting stream. Kind of like a haiku, right? But it's got to be like all monosyllables and, yeah. Recites the entire Bible in Japanese because it's a Nova stream. Okay, let's go fetch Gaston because he's out there flying around somewhere. Yeah, there he is. So, let's get some snacks. Hey there, buddy. Come on. Let's go, boy. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Up and over. What the? Really? You can fly. And you're not willing to, like, this is a barrier for you? How? How? All right, look. Snowball. Hello? Hello, Snowball. Look. Why, you fickle so-and-so. I just need to get the harness on you. That's... Okay, yeah, to the edge. There you go. Ready? Okay, that's close enough. There you go. Pow! Boom! All right, we got him. Good God, with a happy Ghast. So much better than the other miserable Ghast. With the fireballs and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. There he is. Safe and sound. Let's see. We need to find an online version of that game. Would be fun to play with the group. Gotta run, but enjoy the rest of your stream. Jeppo, thank you so much for dropping in. Don't get me started on gas. Yes, Dora. Okay, so during the break, I had taken a peek into the Discord, and so I know what the Ghast crack was about now. I understood that reference, which should be a redeem, by the way. Okay, we're just waiting for night to fall here. Uh-oh. Hey, what the? Are we missing a dude? Oh no, okay, they're both right there. All right, let's give you guys some fresh air. But no, you still can't get out. But the thing I like is, look at this. See how they naturally want to get outside the windows there? Oh, we need to... Did I tear up the beds over here? No, I didn't. All right. This is going to cause a problem. So, somehow they think they can path to these beds. Yeah, I know, Iron Golem. I know. You've been down here with them all this time. Yeah, they're... Yeah, look at this. Okay, there they go. Yeah, so you need to break those beds. It's shockingly stupid. I just... All right. Now, since they're doing the sleeping thing, now we can put in their workstations. Okay, they should be good. How am I doing for time here, by the way? I have 12 minutes left of the stream. I think beds-wise we're good now, right? Everybody's all tucked in up there, right? Because if they didn't have beds, they'd be downstairs. So I think we're good. So yeah, I like to make him turn around so he's staring in the window. Dude. Okay. All right, I think everybody... Well, I want these guys to... I want to make certain they sleep through the night there and then wake on their own to come down for their job blocks, just to be sure. All right, and I've got to stop panning around so quickly like this. The other thing we need to do is we can put that door back on now. I think they're all set. And then it will be just a matter of bringing this guy up to the level here. Let's take a look at that level. I think I'm going to park him down here. Now, I have the positions down here already occupied by everybody, but we'll put an extra dude down here. We'll like park him right here or something. Or maybe park him over here. This will be fine. I think the best way to do that is to put this door back on. We'll take this this dirt here, and we'll drop it down to the next level, make a dirt platform, and then if we can get the boat down to that level, I think we can. In fact, we should leave it in place, set the boat here, get it into position, and then dig out the blocks from underneath it and just drop it. Yeah, we should do that. Let's rebuild the door. We need that. We need one of these. And I think we're good. Other direction. Let's get the old chocolate bars here. Here we go. And then let me see. Nope. Other side. And let me see. We want... It looks like I have the hinge is on the right side. Dude, please. Please. All right, that's good. Then come day, we can bring that guy up to here. All right, that's good. Then we'll set the constable free, and then we'll break down that last structure. Let's see. Dora the Ghast Slayer. Slayer of Ghast. The scourge of ghasts on the server. I wish you would step back from the ledge, my friend, so you could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living. And you don't want to see me again, I would understand. Okay. They just die. It's not my fault. Man, I'm stuffed. With what have you been stuffing yourself? Shut. Had rice and kielbasa and carrots and potatoes and green... Ooh. Good stuff. I hate to say it. Well, no, I don't hate to say it. It's nice when the family is gone because I do have the kitchen to myself. And I eat like a frickin' king. I always eat pretty good anyway. But it's nice to have the kitchen free. And so I can just go in there and just like, yeah, you know what? It's steaks for dinner tonight. I can just do what I need to do. Let's prep this. Let me see. Okay, we still have boat. We still have leads. We need to go down to the next level and install the dirt ledge down there. The wife treats me good with food. Mrs. Thunderhand's good. She's taken up cooking the last couple of years. But for the first, 18 years of our marriage, she could burn water. She didn't know how to cook at all. Because, they have servants and stuff to cook for them over there. But the last, 5 years or so, she's taken up cooking. She does the cooking now. But I still cook for myself because, I'm a man. But it's But then, you know, you're always battling for the kitchen, right? Because we have a very small kitchen. Very, very, very small. Oh, so small. So it's just nice to be able to get in there and just do what I need to do. I can be really selfish. How am I doing for time? I've got 5 minutes. You know what? I'm waiting for this night to end. Let me see. We should almost be there, right? And then I'll bring the gas down there. In fact, you know what? I could probably get away with doing that right now. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do... Just let me... There. Hey, guess what, dude? Rise and shine. Yeah. Just get, you know, like, get in the boat. For God's sake. Okay. All right, now just wait for him to... There, got it. Okay. Don't worry, dude. I'll be down there to let you out. And you can be the street walking constable. Street patrolling constable. Street walking is like... Oh, God. Thunder. Let's do this. Oh, I left that other one down there. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Let's do... Ow, my face. Let's do that. There. Okay, he's free. And since I didn't take the harness off of him, I can do this. How? How? Skill issue. Okay. Good. He's all set. All right, now this should now. It should be easy. Okay, we got to really check for that there. That's critical to the operation. Done. Then you know what? Let's just put him right over here. He'll be fine here. I mean, the good thing is about the leads is we can get them up and over, right? That's cool. But for now, let's go put old Jonesy right over here. We could also put him right down in the hotel. I might do that, actually. Reception. Let's go and tidy up now. I think we're almost done. With the thunder, please. Okay. Let's go to the other side, over to here, like this. Okay, that's all clear. Oh, well, yeah, that's... Right. Okay. We do that. Let's go retrieve our lead. And here we go, people. Momentous demolition right here. This has been a long time coming. Come on out, my friend. Come on. Mushroom Island Central Street Patrol, right there. Momentous occasion. Actually, I'm pretty anxious now to get this finished up. And I might be able to do that over these next few streams, because I'll be doing 3 streams a week now because Kachi's out, right? And so I'm thinking Sundays I'll do another Generation stream, and I'll just switch off between Baby Zombie Rush and the Gen 5 Survival. And so instead of working on this every other week, I'll be working on it every week for like the next 4 weeks. Wow. I'm a little past time, but Kaji's finished with school and he's off to Taiwan, so you know what that means. I can go over a few minutes. Let's see. Good day, everyone. Arma! Here for the very end of the stream. Here we go. Let's go help out our anemic friends here. Actually, I should have brought up more than this because it's going to require more than that. Where's our other friend here? Where did he go? Dude, if you went down in the water, I swear. Here he is. How did you get so battered? It's a mushroom island. There are no... I'm thinking 1 iron ingot apiece, and it's like, no. We need more than that. Then we can end the stream. All right? Yeah, let's just bring up several. Yeah, like, that's plenty. All right. Good as new. Man, I love this build. This is so cool in here. Okay, let me do this because, you know, it's decorative. It's a good looking thumbnail, but the thing I'm trying to show off here really is that there are no more villager reserve cobblestone penitentiary areas over there. They're gone. Finally, after all this time. Okay, let's see if there's anyone to whom we can raid out. Let's see. What, did they change the layout for this now? Again. Twitch, why? What have you done? Twitch, what have you done? For God's sake. Fuck. Why do you got to change things midstream? That's bad. All right, let me see. Who do we got here? Ooh. You know who I haven't seen in the longest time? Is my neighbor, Jamo the Schmo. We are definitely going to go check him out. It's Lone's birthday. You know what? Let me raid out to Lone, but I can keep both their streams open at the same time. It does say birthday stream right on it, huh? Oh, and he's playing Wreckfest. And is he in there with Genie? Yeah, he is. All right. Oh, man. I love their banter when they're in here doing this. It's so funny. All right. So, in the chat, up above, you can see our raid message up there. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us along on this raid. Out to the mighty one and only Lone Star, my fellow Iron Maiden fan. Let's start the raid itself. There we go. Yes, and so we have the raid counting down for the one and only Lone Star. Our family-friendly viewers, let me remind you that his stream is definitely intended for mature audiences. There's some language and some shenanigans and stuff in there, but Lone is an awesome guy. He's a fellow buffoon. We have a lot of shared community, so chances are there's folks in there that you'll know. Just remember that we do this Generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream should be on Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that should be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And the stream after that, Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, is usually Kachi time. Kachi is off to Taiwan for a few weeks. So I'll probably do another Generation stream then. Very well, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We are raiding out to Lone Star right now. Bye for now, everyone.